Now we're ready for Rock, Paper, Scissors, brought to you by Wendy's, and we go down to the field with Ray Austin and Julio Jones.
All right, everybody, welcome to Game 3 here for the FCF. Let's make some noise. Woo! We got Commissioner Ray representing the Zappers. We got Julio Jones representing the Beast. We're gonna do rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Very good job. The Zappers are going to defer. The Beast will start on offense. Here we go. Nice job, gentlemen.
All right, Julio Jones in the house tonight. Little rock, paper, scissors. It's a tough game if you're new to the RPS. Ray came ready. So
he came ready, and then and the thing is that's so funny is the Beast. They have the highest percentage all time of winning rock, paper, scissors. And who did Ray go for? He was for the Beast. So you should have expected that one. They have a 75% win percentage.
I do love that we keep stats on rock, paper, scissors, by the way, and who are the best performing teams.
In my house, I'm probably like a 70% winner.
Yeah, I was going to ask where you rank in the Shazier household.
Probably about 70%.
70%? Okay.
That sounds very scientific, 70% there, Shays.
Here's our starting lineups brought to you by Experian Boost. We told you about Kelly Bryant making his debut last week for the Zappers. Alfonso Howard, a standout for the Beast at quarterback. We know about Quinn Porter, Josh Robinson, his counterpart across the way, but this Zappers receiving core, it is, well, actually both receiving cores in this one are deadly. And then on the defensive side of things, these guys might be feeling a little fatigued. You're starting to get into that second game for the Beast defensive unit, first game of the night for the Zappers defensive crew. As we are underway, we'll start things off with the Beast on offense and Alfonso Howard in at quarterback. Our first half underway, third game, week 4. Howard to throw, that was almost a pick six, batted down by Nate Bresson. He could have walked into the end zone.
The defense right here, the D block, they're starting off early. They're getting in the passing lanes. Alfonso Howard, he is a little bit shorter, so Bresson got right into the passing lane and allowed Howard to do anything.
Yeah, we saw a pick like that earlier in the day with Cecil Cherry popping up and stealing one from the line of scrimmage. Almost exactly the same there.
Yeah, Scary Cherry got right in front of that, just showed pure athleticism, jumping up high, and there's some pace coming on that ball when you're about 2 feet away from the quarterback that just released it.
Yeah, those are really hard interceptions to make. I know one NFL player that does a really good job of that. His name is TJ Watt. He does a really good job of catching those right in your face interceptions, but most people drop those.
Yeah, looking like we learned from that last play. Let's make sure we get our franchise player the ball. We're going with a run on this one. Toss to the right.
Here's the toss to Uncle Quinn, turns that corner, and he's taken down shy of the 15. Fans, don't forget about the power-ups. An important part of your fan-controlled football attack.
We heard Degon say before the play it was going to be a toss to the right. Bresson does a good job of just constantly being a disruption right now for this offense. Let's see if he can continue to do this all game.
So you see the 3 icons here that notate your power-ups. Power play 7-on-6, your Wendy's flip the field, that's our version of the punt, and your progressive fifth down. On the top of your screen there by the scoreboard, you'll see those icons as they turn from yellow to purple. That means they've been used, and each team only gets one to use once a game. As the play coming in now for Alfonso Howard.
The Zappers did draft D block first in the draft this year, and you see early in the beginning of this game they're already staking their name. Let's see if they can do this all game.
On a Zappers team that is 0-3, nice to see them put a priority on the defensive side of things.
Let's go.
3rd and 6. Howard to throw. He may have to run. Scrambling, in trouble, eluding defenders, and he is pushed out of play. Takes a hit up against the wall. That was Keith Wainwright coming over. They'll be short of first down.
Look at the footwork there by Howard to just buy time, had linemen kind of falling all over each other. And that's what we'd like to see from this Beast quarterback, the only team that has not franchised a QB yet, making something out of nothing.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Alfonso Harris, he just sits in the pocket. He tries to see something downfield. But one thing that's good, like you said, is the Beast like to have somebody that's mobile. He's able to move around the pocket, gets to the sideline. He tries to get out of bounds, but that wall's a little bit close to the sideline, so he got bumped into it a little bit.
Howard brings that good blend run pass coming into today. 105 yards rushing on 14 carries, and then through the air, 8 of 15, 78 yards, 3 touchdowns. And he has assumed the starting role on this Beast squad. Jason Stewart in at the backup at the moment.
Let's go.
It's now 4th and 3. Rush coming. Sidesteps it, pushes forward. He'll get the first down. Upended as he crosses over the 20. That's Sean Kelly coming over for the stop, but the first down is there. The Beast will keep rolling. We'll check in with Liv Moods.
I am back with my co-host from earlier. We would be dead meat if we didn't come back and do this. It is Mother's Day tomorrow, so I want them to tell, what do you have to say to your mom for Mother's Day?
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I have the best mom. Sorry to all the other moms, but I already got the best one.
I love it. Jacoby, what do you have to say to your mom?
I'm going to go ahead and disagree. I have the best mom. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. Love everybody. All my mothers that have helped me and raised me.
And I will say to my mom, I love you. You are my best friend. I would not be here without you, and I couldn't live without you. So shout out to the moms. Go order your flowers. Mother's Day is tomorrow. You're welcome.
Good stuff. We can play this game too. My mom is now, until someone says it next, the current best mom.
I'm going to let D-Gon go first.
Shades, why are you trying to win? Why are you always trying to win, man?
I'm going to let D-Gon go first because my mom's definitely better than everybody else's.
Gracias, madre, para todas las oportunidades. So thank you, Mom. You're the best.
15:32, Mother's Day tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Checking out some FCF here on a Saturday night. 1st and 10 on the 22. After Howard ran for 5, he'll run for some more. Fumble, ball's out. Zappers still loose, they're on it. Recovered, Xavier Williamson. Howard on the carry, coughed it up, and Williamson with the recovery.
As we said at the beginning of the game, D-Block got drafted in the 1st round for a reason. Brenson's been bothering the offense all day, and he comes in and causes this forced fumble. So watch right here. You'll see Alfonso Harris. He does a option play, but Branson strips down on the ball and forces the fumble and allows his team to get back. Look at him punch down on the ball right here, rip it out, and allows the Zappers to end up with the ball.
Yeah, a little reminiscent of the first time Alfonso Howard came into the game when he relieved Jason Stewart. He ran the ball a couple times, and then I think on the 3rd run he had back in week 2, fumbled the ball. So again, he's good at making space, but he's got to hold on to the ball, especially when he's hitting the circle button, doing the spins. Bresson with a huge play, and D-Block living up to their name and really helping out the Zappers with good field position.
Williamson with a recovery. Football to the Zappers. We'll see Kelly Bryant and the Zapper offense for the first time. Terrell Owens is on. Bryant keeps it himself, and he'll push ahead. Looking for a couple, our officials for our night session. Busy day for David Reynolds, that man in the white hat. He stays on, joined by 2 Willingham, Cedric Clark, and Keith Cooley.
You know, I couldn't tell it was a long day because he was excited to hype everyone up. He did his best, Josh McCouga. Hey, please make noise now. Let's get excited for rock, paper, scissors. So
that's how a ref fires people up. I now request cheers.
I think that's the first time I ever heard the refs actually asking for noise.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not easy being a ref here. Again, they're used to a lot of their normal rule sets. We're at week 4 now, so these refs care about the product. They care about getting the calls right, and when they get it wrong, they're not afraid to throw it up to the fans' challenge and get it right. So big props there to Mr. Reynolds and the rest of our Zebra crew here.
2nd down and 7 on the 19. Trips to the right for Kelly Bryant. Bryant looking to pass this time. Complete. Terrence Williams to the 20, the 15. And the former Dallas Cowboys picked up a first down for the Zappers.
Right here, the Zappers O-line, the Zappers O-line block party does a good job of setting up a solid pocket right here for Kelly Bryant. Kelly Bryant pitched the ball high, only where Terrence Williams can catch it. It was a pretty high catch. I almost thought he wasn't going to get it. And then you see his athletic ability to let him get about 20 yards right here. You see, you watch him throw the ball, allows him to stretch and makes the catch, avoids one tackle, and then he uses his big body to get some extra yards.
That replay brought to you by Great Clips. Great Clips salons are walk-in, no appointments necessary. Get the same great haircut every time at Great Clips.
Yeah, I mean, you heard me get excited because I thought that was a little bit of an overthrow, but no. Kelly Bryant knows exactly where he's going, and so the Zappers continuing the trend of leading the league with pass attempts. We got another one coming for Kelly Bryant as we're getting close to the Progressive Blue Zone.
Harden is on. Shunsey Thomas in the backfield. It goes to Thomas. Thomas to the 5 and won't get any further than that. Charles Barnes comes across for the stop.
Again, a lot of this offense, so excuse me from earlier, I said it's another pass play. A lot of this offense is a run-pass option, so it's up to the quarterback to decide if the run's on or he's going to take the ball off and throw either this quick slant across the field or the fade over the top. This time, hands the ball off, right choice. Get a nice chunkage of yards here.
Fans, don't forget to get your Fan Control football merchandise. Head to store.fcf.io or scan the QR code on the bottom of your screen. Use the code GameDay20, get you 20% off your purchase on game day only, so shop now. Plus, every order over $75 will get a free drawstring bag.
And for all the fans that are trying to understand when is it right to pass and when is it right to throw, they're normally reading the D lineman. So if whatever the D lineman does, that's how they based off of their running or passing it. And then sometimes in the passing lanes, you can see the linebackers. If the linebackers bite on the run, then they'll throw it. But if they bite on the pass, obviously they're going to let the ball go to the running back.
Harden and Owens near side. Motion now. And the give to Harden defense read that well. James Harden escapes, but actually loses more yardage in the process. Another big stop for Charles Barnes.
Right here, James Harden, he tries to get a little shifty. He goes to the weak side of the field. It avoids one tackler, but one thing coaches always told me to do, don't run backwards. And right here, this is what you see with James Harden. Watch as he runs backwards, and Barnes is right there waiting for him. He's a little bit faster than he thought.
Yeah, and that spot, it's pretty kind. Right there, I guess he gets hit at the 15, goes down all the way back at the 18, but they will spot it at the first point of contact. So
that's a highly generous spot. Yeah. a good 3 yards there. A little discount for James Harden and company. Big shout out to our FCF broadcast partners, twitch.tv/FCF, NBCLX, Peacock, and for our international viewers, DAZN.
And speaking of Twitch right now, the Twitch chat saying a little frustrated right now with that last run in a very clear passing down. This is a very good pass defense. Quantez Stiggers had picks earlier, leads the league with 4 interceptions.
3rd and 13 now. Bryant running out of time, escaping, stepping up, firing, corner of the end zone, tipped away. Excellent effort coming across Sam Brown.
Right here, Kelly Bryant does a good job avoiding the pocket and getting the ball downfield, but the defense is a little bit better.
Here's our fan passing leaders for all the fans of the Zappers who've been calling the league-leading pass attempts. These are the ones that have been the most successful right now. So Not McTuna Fish has been leading the way for this Zapper squad with Dilly 29, Hot Slag, and Ryan Ben 10. And again, if you want to find yourself on these leaderboards, download the app, pick a team, and then start picking the plays. The more successful you are, maybe you find yourself on the leaderboard with some of these top players for the Zappers.
And this matchup, 2 OG squads completely free to play. Beasts and Zappers. We'll see in our last matchup of the night an OG and a Ballers collective squad.
Shazier, tight end came in. I wonder what they're doing.
Hey, you know, like I said 2 weeks ago, when you bring in the tight end in, now he has to get guarded by a linebacker or a D lineman. And you see that the Beast does a good job of actually changing their defense up so Cesar Cherry can guard the tight end. So let's watch what happens.
4th and 13. Bryant eluding. Head fake, has to take it inside the blue zone, and he is down at the 5. And this might require a progressive 5th down. We'll see what the Zappers want to do, as the defense didn't bite on a couple of Kelly Bryant fakes, and he was taken down.
Kelly Bryant right here looks downfield, but then avoids the pocket and then tries to use his athletic ability. He gets away from one defender, but one thing that he does a good job of is getting into the progressive blue zone. So it allows you guys
Flag has been thrown.
the opportunity to go
Fans
for
now will
down.
vote for the progressive 5th down. Fans will vote now for the progressive 5th down.
You can see on that replay just a couple of yards short of a 1st down. And so it'll bring up a vote for you, the fans. Do you want to go progressive 5th down? Now keep in mind, inside the blue zone, you have the added benefit. You'll go half the distance to the goal, so it does provide a little more value.
If you go half the distance and that half the distance is the first down, do you get the first down?
You don't get the first down, but you do get closer to the end zone.
You only get one try at it, too. If you're within 5 yards, you only get one try at this one, so there's no first down that is
The fans have voted to use the progressive 5th down. The line to gain now is the goal line because we're in the progressive blue zone. The ball plays on the 3-yard line. It's 5th down.
See, this is why you always have to have smarter people around you.
It's like what we were saying earlier. I could tell you your life, you know, based off the 5 friends you got.
Yeah.
I could tell you your skill set in the booth based on the 2 guys around you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And right now we are very talented and very punny, if it's me. Greg, what is it for you?
I don't know. That's, you know, kind of a lane I enjoy living in as well. Never shy away from a terrible joke, so there's more to come.
Man, that last play, Kelly Bryant did a good job buying
Zappers.
time.
That's their first charge timeout of the half. Be a 30-second timeout.
So Zappers called for time. Remember, this is the one method the coaching staff has to trigger a reselection of play. So we're talking about a progressive 5th down. Coach Sean Liotta, if maybe the Zappers didn't feel comfortable with that play, they can't change the play on their own. They can call a timeout. That'll reset the play call. Fans, you can pick something new. And fans, we got to tell you what a great experience it is here inside the venue at Pullman Yards. Join us. Get your game day experience passes. Go to fcf.tixter.com. You can be here in Atlanta watching fan-controlled football.
Yeah, that's the one way Coach Liotta and the offense saying, hey, Zappers play callers, do better. Let's get a better play call in here.
Just a subtle hint.
One thing I'm really excited about is as we continue to watch Kelly Bryant, he was able to do this at Clemson, and you seen that he did it last week and so far this game. He does a good job of sitting in the pocket and then seeing what's available, and if something's not available, he uses his legs. So I'm really excited to see what happens in this situation. If, you know, the Zapper fans, if you guys put the ball on the ground, guys or girls, put the ball on the ground, or if you keep it in his hands and see what he's able to do with it.
Yeah, and last week, finally the offense is all turned on. One of the big plays that Kelly Bryant had was staying in the pocket and willing to take that hit too. So he's willing to do both. Roll out if need be, but stay in there, take the hit and deliver downfield. See if they can score here, only one play.
5th and 3 for the Zappers, trying to get the first score in this one. Bryant, corner of the end zone, out of play, incomplete, and the defense holds for the Beasts on 5th down.
Oh, man, that's one that Kelly Bryant's going to want to have back. T.O. comes across and is open. But this one, not a bad decision, but just not the greatest throw here. It's tough. It's a small window, but he throws it out the back. There's no way that James Hart or anyone is going to be able to pick that one up.
Yeah, just too much on that.
Yeah, Kelly thought he was throwing it to T.O. or Terrence Williams on that one. James Harden's a little bit shorter.
Just a little bit. James Harden coming in at 5'6", T.O. at 6'3", almost a foot difference there. And even then, I don't know if a foot would have made a difference on that one. That was like 3 feet out of bounds.
Yeah, he's going to look back at film and then really bite himself for that one. T.O. came across the field. He was pretty open. And you seen they talked after the play that he's going to want to get that one back.
6:15 and counting in our first half, scoreless between the Zappers and the Beasts. Beasts back to it here on offense. There's a fumble that stalled their last drive. We'll see if Martavis Bryant gets an opportunity. Has not come on just yet.
Yeah, I had him on the post.
Howard running right. Ooh, takes a hit. Howard comes across Ben Hunt, who lowers the shoulder.
Yeah, Benjamin Hunt is a big hitter. I've seen him hit some people a few times this season, and Alfonso Howard just seen it right here. They do a read option play. He gets outside of the end, but Ben Hunt was waiting for him, and you know, he delivered a good hit right here. That's a solid hit.
Yeah, Ben Hunt, one of the tackle leaders in the league currently with like 13. I believe he's in the top 5 right now, especially after that last one. And again, D-Block, what feels like to be a pretty good pick here for the Zappers, because although the Beasts have moved the ball down the field a little bit, it feels like every run is so taxing. They make sure you feel it every single time.
This is why they're such a highly sought-after defense. This has been the fun of this season progressing, and these units really kind of molding together as one. Makes it, of course, a bit tougher for the offensive side of the football. Here's a 2nd and 6. Howard off the mark, out ahead of LaMarcus Carradine.
The Trenchmen do a good job right here of giving Howard the time in the pocket. The pocket was closing in, but they give him the time in the pocket. Watch as he looks downfield, and he just puts a little bit too much zip on it, and he doesn't allow Carradine to get there.
Yeah, again, remember, this is the last rated O-line here with the block party, because they went D block first. That was their first pick. They were left with block party, and block party doing, or Trenchmen doing a pretty good job here of buying time for the squad.
The coaches trying to balance these groups out, so no group should be that much better, but you've seen some that just really have clicked well.
It's both that and based off of their win record overall, because they play 2 games. So you've got some winners and you got some that haven't had as much success.
Howard on 3rd down. That's caught. Jacoby Herring picks up the 1st down up near the 15.
Right here, the Trenchmen does a solid job of having a solid pocket. Watch as you see, nobody on the D-line is able to get there. He delivers a strike, high pass to Herring, throws it over the linebacker just for his receiver to get it, and just allows his big body receiver to help him get this 1st down.
That's Jacoby Herring, 6'5", 185. There's a good look at Terrell Owens. A good reminder, the TO Zone, it is underway. You can watch now on the Fubo Sports Network. We'll keep an eye on Terrell Owens and the Zappers, and then TO will join the crew for our final game of the night. You can catch the TO Zone only on Fubo Sports Network.
Yeah, a lot of reception leaders in this game here with Elijah Rogers, Patrick Smith, and Jacoby Herring. Jordan Smith as well.
Let's go.
Carradine in motion, high snap. Howard handles it. It's tipped up at the line, and no one there to pick that off for the Zappers. But again, that rush from Slick Nick and company, tough to stop.
The Zappers D-block D-linemen are getting there. They're Slick Nick, Brinson, Haldel, they're doing a good job of getting after Howard right here. There's a high snap. Howard tries to get the ball to Martavius Bryant right here, but you see number 42, Tiki Hill, gets his hands on the ball and doesn't allow this to be a successful play.
When you as a defender see a bobbled snap or something goes awry offensively, how do your eyes light up?
If I see a ball snap, my eyes light up. I'm not thinking about anything else but the ball. I'm going to get the ball. Hopefully the quarterback doesn't get it fast and it's a fast play because I'm already out of my zone. But when you see a high snap, a bobble pass or anything like that, it just it turns your alerts on, because as a defender you don't really get an opportunity to touch the ball much, and that's one opportunity you can get there.
2nd and 10 on the 17 for the Beasts. Scoreless. The first half tipped again. These guys are all over the football. That was Jordan Harold.
That's why I said run it, just run it regular, bro, because it's the window that I'm trying to throw it to. Get into that
D-block is just cutting off all these windows. Like you just heard Howard say. He tried to throw it into the window. Harold just gets his hands up. As a defender, my coaches always told me, if you can't get to the quarterback, put the same hand, put your opposite hand up that he's passing it with to be able to put your hand in that passing lane.
Yeah, what window? I did not see any window there because that window closed very quickly. That was, again, this D-block offense has been doing pretty nice.
So just that fast, 1 minute left in the first half. We're still scoreless. We will take a timeout and return, looking at a 3rd and 10 for the Beasts after this. The Zapper defense, #1 pick for a reason. 1 fumble recovery, 3 pass breakups so far in these opening 19 minutes.
They've been dominant.
Ball's on the 17 for Howard. Rush is on. Howard floats it to the end zone, up high and away. Was looking for cheat code, Jordan Smith. Defense was there from Williamson.
I know fan-controlled football, you guys want to see points, but me, I love seeing this defense right here. You see Xavier Williamson does a good job of playing right into the pocket of cheat code. It looks like it's a pass interference, but I promise it's not. He does a good job of
What do you mean you promise it's not? How are you promising that? His arm went up, and it looked like Xavier's arm was all over it.
Hey, he couldn't catch the ball. It was uncatchable.
I'll give it was slightly uncatchable. I'll give it that. But, man, that was a lot of contact. And if you're new to FCF, 1, there's not a lot of pass interference called. 2, download the app, pick a team, you can pick the plays at home.
Fan IQ leaderboard here for the Beast. Pretty good battle there among the top spots. Howard. Woo! Steps past Hill. Howard to the end zone. Touchdown.
Zoe Howard. This man played a little bit of basketball in his days. Watch on his replay. He does a good job of sidestepping the defender and then literally just runs right down the middle of the defense. And that's one thing that you definitely get when you have a little bit of HCU quarterbacking. You have a little bit of legs on you. Right here, watch Alfonso Howard. He's sitting in the pocket, sidesteps, Tiki Hill, and then just uses his legs to get into the end zone. There was nobody in sight.
Oh, show me the slow-mo. Oh, TG. Not TG's finest moment there, but just a nice little salsa step by Howard. He takes a house.
Voted the tries for 2.
2-point conversion now. Martavis Bryant is on to try and add 2. And nothing there. Bryant wanted that one up high. Howard a little short on the pass. And with 44 seconds left, we have our first score, a 6-0 lead for the Beast. You can call the plays. Get involved. We'll take a timeout and come back. Week 4 action of the FCF Beasts out ahead of the Zappers 6-0, but now we see the Zappers back on offense. Guys, Zappers defense doing the job. Now the chance for the offense to try and get back in the mix.
I'm really excited because we have Kelly Bryant in this powerful offense. I think they're going to get some points on the board.
A little behind Terrence Williams there is Bryant. And if you missed Kelly Bryant's debut last week, it was excellent. 12 for 20, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then 10 carries, 37 yards, 2 more touchdowns. And he put it quite simply this week on the fan-controlled show. Got back to having fun playing football. Talked about it being some of the most fun he's had playing football since high school.
Yeah, I mean, if you're slinging it a ton, the Zapper squad does, it gives him an opportunity to show off his skill set. And on this play here, tough pass, cross-body, right? You roll into your right, throw into your left, a little bit behind. You had a lot of those hands kind of dragging all over the place. And we've seen the D-line be a presence not only in the pressure that's being applied, but swatted down passes so far today.
And fans, understand, this is a 50-yard field, so all those numbers, make sure you double those numbers so you can understand what that would be like on a 100-yard field, except for the touchdowns.
So a good look there at fans predicting plays and coming to fruition. Here's Bryant. A lot of room. A giant lane opens up. He's up to the 20 and out of play, and takes a little seat up on the wall. Has the first down for the Zappers.
People saying that T.O. doesn't care. T.O. led that block right there. That was huge there by T.O. to get the extra 15 yards that Kelly Bryant was able to pick up. So look at this right here on the outside of your screen. He's got him held up. Yep.
Yeah, Kelly, I think you can run a little bit faster than that, brother. Inside the pads, all fans, you saying it's a hold, it's not a hold. If your hands are inside the pads and inside the jersey, it's not a hold. If it's outside, around the waist, there's more of a holding right there. As a defender, you know, we try to yank our body a little bit to make it seem like it's holding up.
Wow, I think that's the first defender I've ever heard admit that.
Indy right buzz on one-on-one. Ready? Oh, yeah.
All right, so here you go, Zappers. You don't run the ball much, but when you do not, McTunafish is on top of it, leading the way with Red Eye Zoo and Clayton 1. Those are your Russian leaders for your Fan IQ players. And here's another run.
Bryant continues to run the football, and he goes down holding his right knee. So Kelly Bryant is down right now. Here comes the training staff as he kind of awkwardly went down out of play. And we are going to take a timeout here while the training staff tends to Kelly Bryant. Hopefully nothing too serious. We'll come back with first half action. Limited action so far in the Fan Control Football League, but with Brian out and Manziel not available, it falls to Brian Allen here on a 2nd and 7 with 23 seconds left. Allen, let's fly. Intercepted, taken away by the Beasts. And just that fast, they are back on offense. It's Charles Barnes.
This is one of the unfortunate things about when you're coming in as a backup quarterback. Sometimes you're a little bit rusty. You're not really expecting to come into the game. And right here, Brian Allen, he has the time, but he tries to force in a pass. Watch as he sits in the pocket, he rolls out, and then tries to force a pass into a window that's not available. And Barnes, with no gloves on, catches it like a bread in a bread basket. This one was a little bit easy for him, and he was able to get out of there.
Yeah, and a little bit from that angle, it's just big Cecil Cherry just taking up so much space. Probably difficult to see. Just the roaming safety right there. Easy pickoff. And just not the start you want for Brian Allen. And, you know, you feel for the Zappers fans right now. You feel like you finally found your quarterback. You found some rhythm going. You got Kelly Bryant in there. And then you got to go with the backup Brian Allen, who's got a lot of reps in practice. Got to sit in and watch. But, man, just another punch to the gut to this fan base, craving for a win.
Well, a lot of praise for the Zappers defense, but the Beast defense with a takeaway. And now 14 seconds left. Remember, clock stops after every play, so plenty of time to make something happen. Martavis Bryant is on now as one of the receiver options here for the Beasts. Let's see if they try and get the former Pittsburgh Steeler involved.
Let's go down. Yeah. Let's go.
Quick connect. Delivery is there to Carradine, and he is good for a first down up beyond the 25 with 9 seconds left.
All right, with 9 seconds, fans, you got about 2 plays here. Sometimes you can get plays in about 4 seconds, but generally it takes 5 to 6 seconds. So you're thinking 2 plays. So you want to chunk it, get a little bit closer, and then probably look for the end zone afterwards. Maybe 2 shots in the end zone here, but I like this decision by Alfonso Howard. Keep it short, get some yardage, and make it manageable.
I like this play call because this is almost like an extended run. You get the receiver the ball really fast, make sure he can get up the field, and since you know the clock is going to stop, that only burned off 4 seconds.
And if you're a Zappers fan, this D-block defense, it's time to show up. This is the first time where we've gone a whole half that we've not said the man in the middle's name, Slick Nick. Slick Nick has not gotten into the backfield yet. Rusty Baker, the defensive winner in the big man challenge, hasn't gotten in the backfield yet either.
Let's go.
9 seconds to go. 1st and 10. Howard takes it himself. A whole host of fakes to the 5. Touchdown! What a run from Alfonso Howard as time expires. And the Beasts go ahead 12-0.
Alfonso Howard said, "You're going to know my name. My name is Zoe Howard, number 2. Right here, he does a good job of avoiding the pressure, sitting in the pocket, shakes and bakes one guy. Watch, he steps up in the pocket, avoids one tackle, shakes the other guy, gets up the field, and then gets the block from Martavis Bryant and dives into the end zone. This is just a phenomenal effort by Zoe Howard himself to get his team into the end zone.
Yeah, linebackers are just becoming highlight fodder for Zoe Howard, because remember, it was last time he beat T.G. Hill as well. That time it was Keith Wainwright, one of the tackle leaders in our league.
Jordan Smith on for the point after, trying to make this a 14-0 edge. Fade to the corner. Smith hauls it in. That's 2. Brought to you by Experian Boost. And the Beasts are ahead 14-0 at the break.
That was the type of pass that Martavis Bryant wanted last week. The Beasts have 2 really large receivers that like jump ball passes, and that's exactly what Howard gave them right there. And that's how they got their successful 2-point conversion.
So the Beasts pick up 14 points off 2 Zappers turnovers. And that's the advantage here. At the break, 14-0 Beasts. Zappers still looking for that first win. Beasts, they're looking to level their record at 2-2.
Lots of despair for Zappers fans. They're trying to figure out what to do. Again, Brian Allen still out there. 1 pass today. It was completed just to the other team. And it doesn't look like we have a running back on this play.
So a lot to digest right now if you're a Zappers fan. Here's Allen to throw. That's complete to Williams. Flag on the play. After this completion, Williams keeps his feet. He'll go down, but this one could be coming back. Second half underway. We'll wait to hear from our official.
Illegal defense, number 90, twisting. A 10-yard penalty in the previous spot, results in a first down.
So penalty will go against the defense. Zappers will take it. That'll pick up a first down for the Zappers as they trail 14-0 to start this second half.
Yeah, the Zappers need anything they can get right now to be able to help them move this offense. They were able to get Terrence Williams the ball right there, Brian Allen to get something short. You guys need to establish something short. The fans need to establish something short for Brian Allen so he can at least warm up. With him throwing the interception, that can kind of kill your confidence immediately coming into the game. So let's try to get something, you can run the ball, do some RPOs to have something short that he can to figure out to get his offense going.
Yeah, and even that short hitch, it was still a little bit of a stretch there for Terrence Williams to catch, but it's completed. He's still 100% on his passes so far. See if Brian Allen can keep it up here with our next play call.
100% in what type of football?
It hasn't touched the ground yet.
And I was saying American football, that's not 100%.
I truck big niggas too, man.
Allen will keep it himself.
Get on the ground.
And he'll pick up a couple. Allen on the carry. So a couple of smart plays here to kind of get his feet wet right after the pick, the short throw, the completion, now the run, getting into the flow of the game a little bit.
Yeah, you definitely have to get them into the flow of the game because everybody else, they warmed up, they already got into the flow of the game. So now you have to get Brian Allen into the flow of the game because honestly, he probably was sitting on the sideline, was like, hey, worst case scenario, I'm coming into this game. But most guys don't think worst case scenario is going to happen. So then that ended up happening to him. The first play he has is a critical play where he had to throw the ball downfield, end up throwing an interception. So I think it's good that the fans are doing a good job of allowing him to warm up.
Yeah, this specific play I saw in practice where they run the option and both quarterback and running back go to the same side. In this case, your running back then becomes your lead blocker in that one. That's what happened there. Chauncey Thomas leading the way for Brian Allen, and they get a nice little chunky yardage. And so 2nd and 1. Going to go with the jet wheel across. We'll see if he hands it off or he finds Tio.
Yeah.
Owens one-on-one coverage, top of your screen. Little bobble. Allen sees a giant lane, fakes the throw to the 10, and he is down there. Brian Allen on the carry. And if you're just tuning in and wondering why is Brian Allen a quarterback, Kelly Bryant went out with an injury. Johnny Manziel not in attendance this weekend, and so it falls to Allen here. And after an initial interception, a couple of plays now to pick up some momentum, especially on the ground.
Watch Brian Allen. He fumbles the ball, looks upfield. He doesn't see what he likes, and then he just takes off. That's one way to make sure that you get positive yards is just run it if you know you can't make a completion on the pass game.
I want to give a shout out to our Fan Control Football broadcast partners. Thanks to everyone tuning in on Twitch, twitch.tv/FCF, on NBCLX, on Peacock, and our international viewers enjoying FCF action on DAZN.
So for those of you at home that don't know what's happening, this is the Fan Control Football. You get to call the plays at home, use your phone just like our fan is right here, and you can dictate the action. We're going with Indy Blast. Again, all these plays are run pass option, so there's always an option. We'll see if they decide to go with it or we get a quick throw out of here.
Fumble, ball's on the ground, but Brian Allen has his helmet ripped off, but he hangs on to the football. Tobias Cook was taking something.
And in most leagues, that is a face mask. But right here, you see Brian Allen and Chauncey Thomas, they do a bad job of this handoff, and then they honestly don't know who has the ball in this situation. When you're the quarterback, you have to be very careful when it comes to handing the ball off, because a lot of times the running backs, they want the ball every single time, but you have to be very secure when you're taking it or giving it. And right here, he wasn't really secure when he was taking or giving the ball, and that's why there was a fumble on this play.
I can imagine like an RPO offense with a backup quarterback who doesn't do that as much. A little bit harder than just dictating, this is definitely a run or this is definitely a pass.
15:43 to go, second half. 2nd and 12 for the Zappers. Allen will throw this time. Eluding the rush. In trouble and just fires it out of bounds, as there was nowhere to go for Brian Allen facing that rush as he moved towards the sideline.
On this situation right here, Brian Allen, he's rattled. You can see on this replay that Terrell Owens cuts across the field. He has him open on the pass. He was just very uncomfortable when he let it go.
Going for it. He's just going to back up the whole time. Bro, he
Listening into the huddle here, you can hear Terrence Williams offering some instruction.
No. That's what's going on. That's what's going on.
Terrence Williams calling everyone out on the other side of the defensive ball. They're tired. Just throw it up, they're tired.
He said they're tired and they're running the zone right now. And they're trying to say they're not running the zone concept, but he's trying to help his quarterback out in this situation.
3rd down and goal on the 12. Allen to the end zone, and that one a little too far for Terrell Owens. This will bring up 4th down.
That's big Sambo Sam Brown on the coverage there. Lots of hand fighting again, but as we've said over and over again in this league, they let the players play in this one.
As a defender, I think this is a great job right here by Sam Brown playing defense. I'm sorry, I'm just trolling all the fans right now. Right now, Sam Brown, he's a little bit too touchy. The ball's been in the air for at least 5-10 yards. He pushes Terrell Owens into the wall, and he doesn't give him the opportunity to catch the ball. That's something that's a big difference between professional and college and high school ball. You can be very handsy on the receivers pretty much the whole route, while as you get into professionals, you can't be as handsy. But obviously the refs are fine with this play right here.
You can see offensive lineman DeMarcus Hayes just kind of throw his arms up and say, what else do we need to do here? Looking for a flag.
Also, Austin Eckler in the chat, always observant, saying, hey, that wasn't a cross the route that T.O. did.
4th down here. Allen. Allen in trouble. Allen running for his life. He's surrounded. Allen drilled. Lost all the yards.
That is one big mistake right here by Brian Allen. You can't do that. As offense, and like I told you guys earlier in this game, one mistake you cannot make is run backwards. Right here, he's running backwards. He avoids Cecil Cherry. The best thing for him to do right here is throw the ball away. He continues to try.
Now will vote for Wendy's flip the field.
He continues to try to make a play, and you can't make a play all the time. You're not going to make a play every time. So you just have to get the ball away, just throw it up, and make sure that your offense survives. And now he has to use the flip the field, because the Zappers would have ended up in terrible field position.
Well, credit that whole defensive unit. Tobias Cook, Vaughn Hoskins, Cecil Cherry, all of them driving him back. It goes down as a 23-yard loss on the quarterback sack.
And if we're playing by the rules that Shazier likes to tell everyone, if you double that, that's a 46-yard loss on a full field. That was... Also, when he had his stiff arm on Cecil Cherry, I was like, oh, that's a bad idea. No one really stiff arms Cecil Cherry, and he got away. I was like, okay, cool. Chuck it up. You got a couple of former NFL greats in there. And then eventually just never got his footing under him. And right now, Brian Allen just being put on a difficult situation.
The fans have voted to use the Wendy's from the field. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Beast on the 10-yard line.
So after the big loss on the sack, Zappers smartly decide to vote for the Wendy's flip the field, FCF's version of the punt, and that will give the Beasts the football back. Now also just getting official word, Kelly Bryant will not return this evening for the Zappers. So Brian Allen has had some tough moments. He'll get a chance to work through them because he's the quarterback they have.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. You're seeing right here, Terrence Williams is frustrated. He understands. We have 2 receivers that's over 6'2" right now. Just pick the ball up, give us a chance.
Beast back to it. They go to Porter. Eluding tacklers, spinning, and he'll pick up about 7 or 8 as he's pushed out of play near the 20-yard line.
Super back. I love that name right there. That's what Quinn Boyer was on this play. He has multiple D-block defenders in the backfield. Quinn Boyer stiff arm with one, spins off another, and watch as he just avoids the defenders and continues to get up the field and make sure they get some positive yards, and it gets about an 8-yard run.
Yeah, again, every name he goes by on this defense is someone we've been called out all season. Rusty Harrell, who had multiple sacks in the big man challenge. Rusty Baker making a huge couple plays there, and again, wasn't able to bring him down. So nice little play there by our superback Uncle Quinn.
8-yard pickup there makes it 2nd and 2 on the 18, nearing the halfway mark of the second half. Bryant on the near side. Herring, Smith, Howard, let's fly, Smith. Nobody home. That was well beyond the end zone, out of the back of the end zone. And so a little too much on that from Alfonso Howard, looking for Jordan Smith. Fans, got to remind you to check out the fan-controlled football merchandise store. New season, so much more gear. Just like that Adoki t-shirt, you can go to store.fcf.io or scan the QR code on your screen. Use the promo code GameDay20. They get you 20% off your purchase on game day only, so shop now. Also, every order over $75 will get a free drawstring bag.
Alfonso Howard, he's like, man, I have 4 receivers, all over 5'11". They could jump high, not that high. You threw it a little too far, brother. You threw it a little too far.
Yeah, that was big Jordan Smith on that one, but a little bit too much. I like the play call here by the Beast. They get set up by a great run by Quinn Porter, and it's a short 3rd down here. Even if they don't get here, short 4th down here. Nice call to take it deep on 2nd down.
Stack it up, 3 receivers on the near side for Alfonso Howard on this 3rd down. Howard throws, and Martavis Bryant is there with the completion across the 20 for a Beast 1st down.
The one thing that I love about the Fan Control Football League is you can see the play before it happens. And right here, I thought this was a great play by the Beast fans by allowing Martavis and Bryant to get across the field on an end-breaking route. But you see the D-block defense does a good job. Slicknick steps up the pocket, but you see Zoe Howard steps up and allows Martavis Bryant to be able to catch it.
The fans now will vote to remove a player from the defense. The fans will vote to remove a player from the defense.
Beasts are looking to use one of their power-ups, the 7-on-6 power play that would create an advantage as we get a second look at the 2nd catch in the FCF career of Martavis Bryant. He had 1 grab last week in his debut. Has another here. That replay brought to you by Great Clips. Look great, feel great, perform great. Follow Great Clips for tricks, tips, and trends.
And again, the fans for the Beast, they're going for the kill shot right here. Taking off a guy and then leading to a touchdown, being up 3 scores. We know that's not the safest score because we saw earlier.
We use a power play to remove the middle linebacker to get a 1st down or a touchdown. 1st down.
So the Beasts use the first of their 3 power-ups. The power play gives them a 7-on-6 edge. Here's the give to Uncle Quinn Porter. Reversing field, Rusty Becker is not fooled. Here comes Slick Nick and bring everybody in to bring down Quinn Porter.
There's a reason D-block was drafted #1. In the 1st round right here. Quinn Porter, they do a good job of getting on the edge, but you see as Rusty Baker, Slick Nick, they all get into the backfield. It don't allow the Beast to be able to run the ball. And one thing that these players are going to continue to learn, when you're running backwards, you're going the opposite way of the end zone. So we just got to continue to run forward. East and west is the slowest way to get north and south. I promise you that.
Yeah, coming into week number 4, Quinn Porter, he's had a tough go this season. Not in the top 14 players in terms of rushing yards. Still being bottled up by defenses like this. And just a heads up, guys, a good time to run a trick play is when the other team's missing a player, and I think that's what we just voted for right here.
Twins left Nevada. Twins left Nevada.
Fans, don't forget, you can submit your nomination for the Gatorade Player of the Game exclusively in the Twitch chat at twitch.tv/FCF. Who do you think should be Gatorade Player of the Game? Still 8:12 to go, but some good options already out there. Cast your nomination now.
Let's go down and down.
2nd and 13 after the loss. Ball's on the 21. The pass to Smith. He'll take it himself. Up the sideline. Trying to break free. Still moving, and he'll be pushed out of play short of the end zone. Thought Jordan Smith might escape and cruise down that progressive blue zone and in, but he stopped just short.
Jordan Smith said, trick play, I'm the trick play. I'm taking this ball and I'm scoring. I love it right here. He does a good job of just seeing that nobody's in front of him and he can get some solid yards. He catches the ball, gets north and south like we was talking about, and make sure that he gets them into the progressive blue down. The progressive blue zone to be able to see if they can get them a touchdown right here.
Yeah, one of those things where Jordan Smith needs to come behind the ball so that it's a backward pass. In that case, they threw it so quickly, it was just a regular screen. And still a pretty good play to run a screen on when the other team is missing their linebacker. So if they take the numbers advantage, get all the way down the field. But because they have the first down, linebacker back in for this goal line stand for the Zappers.
And fans, whenever you see a screen play, the best way for defenders to stop screen plays is running outside in. So basically making the receivers and the running backs run back inside into the middle of the defense, because that's where all the big hog mollies, the D linemen, and the linebackers are, and nobody want to get tackled by those guys.
No.
1st and goal on the 2. Approaching 6.5 to play, second half. Beast trying to go up 3 scores. Howard, Smith in motion. Howard keeps it himself, now looking to throw. Howard in trouble, throwing, tosses it up, and Porter trying to haul that in from the back of the end zone. That was more escapism from Alfonso Howard, getting it out of harm's way, and a little too high for Uncle Quinn.
But right here, Howard does a good job of improvising, trying to create something, but also realizing, hey, I'm not going to lose yards on this situation. Watch as he sees he's creating. Nothing's there. Let me just get the ball out. And he understands it's a little bit too far, but he understands also that he didn't lose any yards, and it still keeps them 2 yards from the end zone.
Also, shout out to number 34, Ernest Gardner, who just got brought up to the starting defense of D Block as God's chosen one, Darius Stokes. What's the name on his jersey? God's chosen one. Is out this week. So good job by Ernest Gardner, sticking with it.
So you're not just a big Darius Stokes fan.
I'm also a big Darius Stokes fan. Darius Stokes.
God's chosen one. I was like, man.
Yeah, I was like, wow, okay, D-Gun.
He delivers some of the biggest hits in our league.
He
got some big hitters.
Yeah, out today. Hope to see him back soon in week 5. 2nd and goal now on the 2. They're stacked up with Smith and Bryant on the near side here. A lot of opportunity for Uncle Quinn on the right side, but Smith now in motion. Howard sees a lane, pushing forward, ball's loose, a fumble. It's still moving forward. Slick Nick trying to scoop and score. Instead, it's recovered by the Beast. Frank Ball is on it.
I don't know why they keep going to that man. They continue to run to Benjamin Hunt's side, and he continues to lay big hits. Right here, watch as Alfonso Howard gets on the edge, and Benjamin Hunt just levels him, and then somebody kicks the ball forward.
Watch this one more time. Big hit.
Right here, this is a huge hit by Benjamin Hunt. And then now, as a defender, like I told you, when the ball's on the ground, he kicks it. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, but that's a good play right here by the Zappers defense, and it allows them the opportunity to now force the Beast to 3rd and 40.
Third and 40. Now, look, we know what you're taught. Just dive in the football. But as a defender, how bad do you want that scoop and score?
So it's 2 opportunities. If you don't see nobody in front of you, then it's a scoop and score opportunity. If there's a lot of people around you, that's when they tell you just to dive on the ball to make sure you have the possession. But right here, either way, I think this is solid for the Zappers, because if the Beast doesn't move the ball, they get the ball in great field position. But then if you know, if they do, you know, get the, it's no way they're getting the first down.
Hey, man, it's tough to scoop and score when your nickname is Slick, just like Slick Nick's hands here. But also, how about this D block realizing, hey, man, our offense is struggling. We got to get the ball all the way down here. If we can't pick it up, at least they get it. And it's third and, you know, forever. Holy moly there by Slick Nick.
The fans have voted to confirm the call on the field, a fumble. It is now third down.
So just
and
everybody.
how many yards, ref?
Here we go. Here we go.
How
Here we
many
go.
yards
Here we go.
is
Here we
this?
go. Here we
Third
go.
down and one.
This is a 3rd and goal from the 40.
So this would take.
Or they got to go 40, excuse me. Third and goal from their own 10.
So if this was a 100-yard field, this would be 3rd and 80.
Jay's here showing off some of that Ohio State math there. There it is.
No, that's not Ohio State math. I'm just saying, hey, it's a 50-yard field. We got to double it, don't we? I'm just trying to make it easy to understand for guys, you know? So this is an 80-yard play right here we're looking at.
Oh,
in an alternate larger universe. But here, it is only a 40-yard play is needed.
I'm surprised. So, Chad, normally, you know, I'm pretty straightforward with things. I'm surprised how much fighting there was about that not being a fumble. That looked like a fumble to me.
No, that was 100%.
That was clean. That was a right shoulder right into the football and popped it loose.
Let's go.
A lot of distance to make up. Howard just gets rid of the football. He was trying to avoid losing any more yards. And now 4th down. Let's check in with Liv now.
Yes, I'm here with Miss Cammie, Cecil Cherry's mother. In honor of Mother's Day, how would you describe your relationship with your son?
It's special. It's different. He always been a special type of kid. All my children are special, but he's the baby, so you know he's spoiled rotten. So I really can't describe it. I raised a lot of kids, but he's really like the baby. He don't seem like it because he's like night and day with me. Then when he's on the field, because even when I'm looking at him sometimes, I'm like, who is that?
That's not my kid. Who is that?
Who is that? You know, and then he get in trouble if he don't do good. So.
Well, he's having a great game. How proud are you of watching him in the fan-controlled football league?
Proud. I'm so proud that he keeps pressing. No matter what he goes through, he calls me, encourage me. I call him and encourage him to keep pressing. And sometimes he pulling me. When I give up, I'm like, child, I'm tired of football. He just keeps going. He loves it.
Well, I love that. Happy Mother's Day to you, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Good stuff to have Cecil Cherry's mom in the house, and now Jordan Smith trying to make some magic happen. He might get a little something developing, and now he is cut down inside the 20. Made that go a little bit longer than you might have thought before he is stopped. Unfortunately, did not get all 40 yards back.
So right here, Jordan Smith, AKA Chico. He shows you exactly why his nickname is Chico. He gets the ball, and then now he just does things that pretty much is impossible. He breaks almost every tackle from every defender on the Zappers twice again, and he just continues to break and get around the pocket and just shows what he can do with his athleticism.
Yeah, no first. Hey, 95.
So the Beasts still have their progressive 5th down. There's a vote underway, so they can keep this drive alive if that's what the fans so choose. It's now a 4th and goal from the 18. Fans, don't forget you can join us.
To use the progressive 5th down. 5th down, the line to gain is still a goal line. 5th down.
So the vote is in. The progressive 5th down will keep this rolling for the Beasts. So they get a nice chunk back, 22 yards from Jordan Smith, and now a little bit more manageable. Things we only say in the FCF, 5th and goal from the 18. Fans, don't forget you join us here inside Pullman Yards. Get your game day experience passes now. FCF.Tixer.com.
Yeah, and one of the big things here for the Beast, not only did this give them another opportunity, this has taken a lot of time off the clock. This specific possession for the Beast, again, just draining a lot of the opportunities for the Zappers to come back.
Yeah, quickly at 1:40 left in the second half. This is the 10th play of this drive. One that has literally covered the entire field.
Let's go down.
Yeah, if they score here, remember, Jordan Smith got like 30 yards on that play.
Let's go.
5th down. They need a touchdown. Howard, let's fly to the end zone. Jordan Smith touchdown. He gets it all back.
So in 2 plays, Jordan Smith from the Beast has got 40 yards. On 4th and 40 and 5th and 20, he does a good job of just showing his athletic ability and how fast and explosive things can be here in fan control football. This is really exciting to see the athleticism of Jordan Smith right here. They do a good job of the Beast of setting up a pocket, and then Howard just looks downfield and makes sure that he throws a dart to Jordan Smith to be able to score a touchdown right here.
LaMarcus Carradine on for the point after to try and make it 22-0 with 1:20 left. Carradine, separation, but an excellent lunge there from Williamson. He's had some nice plays in what's been a long night for the Zappers. And it's the Beasts in front 20-0. 1:20 left. We'll have the Zappers back on offense when we return. We'll take a timeout and come back for more FCF action. Well, the Zappers back on offense, trying to pull out a miracle here with 1:20 left in the second half. Things changed drastically in this game.
First down, Zappers.
1:20 left now, but you go back 23 seconds left in the first half. That's when Kelly Bryant goes out in what was a 6-0 football game. It's been all Beasts ever since.
Yeah, the Zappers haven't been able to establish anything on offense since Brian Allen has been able to get into this game. And he has to settle his feet if they want any chance to come back.
Allen stepping up and running, directing traffic here to the 25. And he picks up a first down and then some. Brian Allen up to the 20 with 1:09 left. Remember, we'll see some more clock stoppages under a minute to play in this second half.
There he is against everyone in the chat saying T.O.'s going to showers early. Nope, he's out there again. Lead blocking, you can call that, maybe that last one blocking there. Lead getting in the way there so that Brian Allen can get something going there. But again, Zappers still have the opportunity. We saw earlier today when the Glacier Boys lost Izzy, they scored, what, two touchdowns, had 3 possessions all within the final minute because of the comeback rule. So there is an opportunity here for the Zappers to come back. And the other thing I want to shout out here that Chet's been talking about a lot is the offensive line. The offensive lines have been doing a great job. Block Party and Trenchman both doing a solid job.
We're at 1 minute to go in our second half. We will take a timeout and come back after this.
Mark, the clock will stop. First downs, incomplete passes, and out of bounds plays. First down.
With all this running,
first down, welcome back the middle linebacker for the Beast.
With all this running that Brian Allen is doing, he's doing a little bit more, T.O.'s doing more blocking than he does. He has more reception, so we need to get him the ball.
Allen, good to Williams. Williams taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Man, that was a great tackle by Quantez Stiggers. We haven't said his name much this game, but Williams was about to have a full head of steam. And T.O. blocking in front of him.
That's the first short timeout of the half. 30-second timeout, Zappers.
Zappers will call for time. Second look there at Stiggers tracking down Terrence Williams. 50 seconds left here in our second half. Zappers looking to avoid what will be the first shutout in fan-controlled football history. You don't want to be a part of that.
I don't think they're going to shut up.
Let's talk quarterbacks in this one. It's not the matchup you were expecting. Brian Allen has to come on for Kelly Bryant and hasn't been able to pass all that much, but has turned to the rush a bit. Alfonso Howard, of course, after a little bit of a slow start, he has gotten into a groove and picked up where he left off last weekend. 2nd and 1. Allen firing. Incomplete, looking for Williams.
That same slant across again. It's there, but I think the defense is starting to figure this one out.
Yeah, the defense, after a while, they start seeing the same play over and over and over again. You try to you get on the, oh man, I'm having a brain fart. I'm sorry, you guys.
Oh, you know, while you're thinking of that, Brian Allen, we showed his rushing yards. The chat, a good reminder, he dropped 40 on that quarterback sack, so his rushing yards would have been a little bit better if not for the major loss there on the sack.
Yeah, when they said 15 yards rushing, I was like, man, I definitely thought he had more yards rushing than that. But now it makes sense that he did have the 40-yard loss right here. He has have some success.
And it was actually it was a 23-yard loss. Let's give him credit. But you're right. It did take a big chunk away.
Yeah, it made it 40 and goal.
Yeah.
Here we go. Going with scissors here. Let's see if T.O. gets a look on this one.
3rd and 1. Allen picked off. Stiggers takes it away. Another interception. And Quantez Stiggers is tackled by Allen just shy of the 15. And that may be the decisive play in what could be the first shutout in FCF history. And Quantez Stiggers celebrating at center field.
Right here, Brian Allen, he steps up into the pocket. He's watching. He tries to force something into the zone, and Quantez Stiggers is just sitting there waiting for it. He has his eyes on the quarterback, and he just sees Brian Allen, and he throws it right to him.
Yeah, those are 2 very bad interceptions that Brian Allen wants back. And fans at home, Zappers fans, I'm empathizing with you right now. As soon as I saw that ball go, I look over there. It was just Quantez Stiggers. That is the only person. As much as I love Shazier here, that didn't need professional analysis to break down. That one was, anyone can see that one, and that's tough. And Zappers fans right now, I'm feeling for you. Things were going right. You had your quarterback.
Quantez Stiggers has 5 interceptions in 4 weeks. So that just lets you know how dangerous he is as a player. You have to keep the ball away from him, and you definitely can't throw it right to him.
Yeah, don't want to take anything away from Quantez Stiggers, who's been just a star in our league.
Now 1st down, 35 seconds left. Beast will try and run out the rest of this clock. And here's a good way to begin it with LaMarcus Carradine. He is out of play. Looks like that'll be good for a 1st down.
Alfonso Howard and this Beast offense have done a really good job of just controlling the ball, controlling the clock, and just really just doing whatever you guys want as fans for the Beast. You guys have developed a great game plan, and you just got to continue it up right now.
You know, there's a worry here. It might get worse because the clock will stop, as it does, within 30 seconds every single play. And this Beast offense has been pretty good. Again, every time they've touched the ball, the Zappers defense is D-block defense, the #1 rated defense coming into this week, has made them pay. It's been some big hits, but they have been able to get the ball down the field.
And now a change of quarterback. We see QB Stu is on. Jason Stewart has come on for the Beast after a strong day by Alfonso Howard. Howard 7 of 15 through the air, 115 yards and a touchdown. Added 2 running touchdowns, 57 yards on the ground. And now Stewart will get the opportunity here with 28 seconds to play. And he will keep it himself. Probing the defense, and Stewart is up near the 21-yard line.
Degon was talking earlier how he felt bad for the fans of the Zappers. As a defensive player, I feel bad for the Zappers defense. If you really watch this game, the Zappers defense did everything they could to try to keep their offense and team in this game. And unfortunately, the offense was not able to establish anything. With Kelly Bryant being injured, unfortunately, that's definitely a heartbreaker. But also, it just, Brian Allen couldn't establish any connection with his receivers. Right now, there's only one receiver on his team with a catch at all, and that's Terrence Williams. Everybody else on the team doesn't have any catches. So it just lets you know how things are.
Well, as we're closing out the game, let's take a look at our rushing leaders from our fans for the Beasts. Never gonna give you up. You see that? He did that pitch-wise. Leading the way by far with D-Factor and Cool right behind him. But I think the fans realize J-Stu's in, and they're gonna go with a pass here.
Flag on the play. Stewart lets fly to Carradine, and he is out of bounds. We'll see what the official word is. And Ryan, you talked about the defensive effort here. Keep in mind the Beasts, of their 20 points, 14 have come off of turnovers.
Offsides on the defense, number 95, as the neutral zone ball is snapped. The penalties decline. The players also the 1st down.
Like you said, the Beasts, all of their points have came off of turnovers. And as you continue to watch, and as you watch right here, you see Slick Nick jumps off sides, but they get the 1st down. But getting back to our point, the Beasts have done a good job on defense as well. And I'm not downplaying their defense at all. I was just saying I feel both defenses have playing great on both sides of the ball. Just the Beasts have been getting turnovers and capitalizing off of them, while the Zappers have been getting in great field position and shutting down the offense here when they can at times, but their offense can't establish nothing off of it.
So now 16 seconds left after the penalty. It was declined. There was enough there for a first down. The give to Smith. Smith still moving. Jordan Smith for 6.
Yeah, I see you. I see you.
Jordan Smith is a monster. He's in a lot of the categories in terms of receiving at the top and then showing it off. He's a cheat code. You can put him in the backfield as well. Runs right on through for the score.
Jordan Smith right here gets the handoff and then stiff arm slicks Nick and carries the rest of D block into the end zone. He's a multi-sport athlete and a boxer, and you just see how he boxes his way right to the end zone. He just get off of me. Get off of me. I am too strong for you guys right now.
Tremendous leg strength there, right, to shed those tacklers. A 12-yard run there for Jordan Smith.
That the strides for 2.
And out looking for 2. Stewart finds Carradine. And that 2-point boost brought to you by Experian Boost as Carradine brings it in to make it a 28-0 lead for the Beasts.
And I love that for Jay Stu, who, again, was removed as a starting quarterback. You could still see how much fun he has and how much it still means to him to get out here, play, put up some points, and run back with this Beast squad that initially drafted him.
It's always great to see a quarterback that has enthusiasm, but then you also see how much he wants to play. He throws a perfect pass right here on this fade route. Carradine sets it up, and then he puts the ball right over the defender's head, and in no better place than where the receiver caught it. That was a wonderful throw.
So 11 seconds left, first and 10.
The Beast.
Timeout called by the Beast.
Timeout of the half, 30 seconds.
Now, we often say, well, these ones are never over until they're over, but even with the comeback rule, just the amount of time left, not in the cards tonight for the Zappers.
No, definitely not. Just a tough showing here for Zappers fans. And I think it shows the importance of the quarterback position. When you feel like you got a good one, it really helps out. Unfortunately, the tough tackle onto Kelly Bryant slowed things down, and Brian Allen just did not have a number. A lot of his plays, he was looking to his left side away from T.O. T.O. a lot of the times the ISO player on the right side, and could not get it going. Had a couple of bad picks, and you know, back to the drawing board for this Zapper team and the Zapper fans.
Only thing left they can do now is avoid the shutout. 11 seconds left. They'll try and see if they can get 6 on the board.
Yeah, there's not even enough plays to continue to use the comeback rule right here, being down 28-0 right now. So let's see what they come up with. Let's see if they can get some guys involved. But yeah, this was a tough day for the Zappers and their fans.
Allen lets it fly. And that's taken away. This is not a replay. That is Quantez Stiggers with another interception. And he will let the clock run out. And that is all in what was a complete rout. The Beasts take it to the Zappers, 28-0, and Quantez Stiggers waves goodbye as he adds another interception to cap this one off.